Another couple of days off. Good training session today. The boys looked like they were in pretty good touch. Looked like a good training session.
Yeah, no, look, it was good. The intensity was up, and the boys were buzzing around. There was a little bit of fun involved in the warm-up, which was nice, and we played a game of pig, and a couple of balls were kicked at the boys who lost in that game, so that was great, and a bit of a laugh, and then back into the serious stuff, and yeah, no, it was a really good day.
You've played a bit of cricket at the Wanderers. Tell us a little bit about the ground and give us an insight into what you can expect there.
Yeah, look, obviously we're at altitude again, about 6,000 feet up, so yeah, we're obviously the air's a bit thinner up here, so the ball's going to fly around. The pitch generally has a bit of pace in it, good pace and bounce, so that coupled with the hard and fast outfield, it should be a high scoring game, fingers crossed.
Memories playing at the Wanderers? You've played a couple of games here. What are your memories?
Yeah, played a few games, mixed results, a couple of wins and a couple of losses. So yeah, look, obviously a fantastic place to play cricket. The atmosphere's electric. Yeah, it might be a little bit different. Hopefully we've got a couple on our side for this next game.
They call it the bull ring or the cauldron. Have you felt that atmosphere being an Australian playing against South Africa?
Yeah, certainly come across some interesting ones in the outfield, but yeah, no, look, most of the fans have been fantastic this series, this tournament. Really well natured, and I've got no doubt it'll be exactly the same for this game.
You've been in pretty good touch with the bat, and in the nets today you look like you're hitting the ball pretty sweetly. The decks look quite nice, and you were timing them well. How's your own form?
Yeah, the pitches weren't too bad, so was able to get a couple away out the middle of the bat, which was nice. But look, I've been feeling okay at the crease. Obviously the boys at the top have been doing the business, so the last couple of games I've not had to do a lot, which has been nice. So hopefully they can do the job again and leave the rest for us a bit later on for a bit of a tidy up in the last few overs.
A win tomorrow means that South Australia secure a top spot in the group. What does that mean for us?
I think it means a bit. I mean, obviously, you know, that'll mean we've won every game, so that'll leave us in really good stead and with an enormous amount of confidence. So, you know, that's the key at this stage, I think, for us. If we can play really well in this last game and keep the momentum going into the finals, then you know, that's the place to be, and we're going to be pushing really hard in this last game.
Obviously, yet to be determined who or where we'll play the semi-final, but I mean, who's the likely opposition, and who would you rather play against, do you think?
Look, it's going to be interesting. Obviously, the Victorians are playing Guyana today, so I think the Victorians need to win and then have Chennai lose to make it through. So, look, at this stage, it's pretty tight. It's really unsure, but I think if we finish first, we'll play here at Centurion, here in Johannesburg. If we lose, we go back to Durban and play over there as well. So either way, we're familiar with the surroundings for the semi-finals, which is a good position to be in.
Possible shape up against the Victorians, obviously still to be determined, but that might be a nice little rivalry for us coming into the finals. Yeah,
that'd be a nice little grudge match. But look, obviously, it's really not going to matter who we come up against. It's going to be quality opposition. But if we did come up against the Vics, that'd make it an interesting, fight. That's for sure. So.
And you know, what does it mean for South Australian cricket? Obviously, a state that hasn't had a great deal of success in recent times, to make it through to the semis and possibly the final of the Champions League.
Yeah, look, obviously we haven't had a lot of success in the last sort of 10 years. So, look, if we could get up in this tournament, it'd certainly give us a fantastic grounding going into this season back home. So, you know, if we could, you know, potentially get to the final and give ourselves every opportunity to win that silverware, then, you know, that'd be fantastic and be absolutely huge, considering it's on the international stage. So that, you know, it's obviously a huge tournament, and we'd love to get our hands on the silverware.